Our story begins with three adventurers. Three adventurers on a quest to find what will be the greatest treasure of all their lives. Our adventurers are an odds bunch, as it were, at best, really. One bard, one thief, and one elf. An odd combination, I told you. But what they know and their powers combined, they make a fabulous team. So, on the first leg of their quest, our adventurers, as they're going across the map to find the treasure, they come across a tree with otherworldly markings. So, upon inspection of the wizard entitles them to a little bit of information. The wizard tells them to get to the next part of the map, they need to find the elixir of life. But the only way to get the elixir of life is to defeat the wood trolls. So, what do our adventurers do? Well, they defeat the wood trolls, as it were. So, the wizard, being a man of his word, gives them the elixir of life. So, our adventurers, following the words of the first wizard, traverse across the map to the second wizard. Takes them some time to get there, but they eventually get to the spot where the second wizard is supposed to be. But he's nowhere to be seen. They're very leery because they're expecting a battle of great epicness just to get the second elixir. But there's no one to be found. But they hear a strange sound, as if somebody's yelling. They hear the yelling, help, help, help me! They look up and they see something sticking out of a tree. It appears to be the second wizard, stuck in a tree. It's odd, you may ask, but they're still leery because they don't know if it's a test. So, the wizard, being a cunning man, tells them, just help me out. Just get me out of the tree. I'm stuck. I'll give you the elixir. So, what do our adventurers do? They help him out of the tree. So, upon receiving the elixir of death, they now have the elixir of life and the elixir of death, which means they can now be transported to the treasure. So, they take the first elixir of life, the second elixir, the one of death. They combine the two, and boom, they are transported to the site of the treasure, the greatest treasure of all their lives. But, as with any good story, and this is no exception, there's of course another wizard blocking the way, but this is no ordinary wizard. The first one was not so bad. The second one, well, he was stuck in the tree. But the third one, this wizard, is the Grand Shenanigan, the most powerful wizard of all time. And they know, to get to the treasure, this fight is going to be the greatest fight of their lives. As I said, with any good story, there is the major battle to get the treasure. And with any story, there comes a certain element of, death, we'll say, because it's easier that way. So, during the fight, the greatest battle of their lives for the greatest treasure of their lives, of course, what happens? One of the members of the group gets killed by the wizard. And just as the wizard is getting ready to attack, the bard steps in with his harmonica of power. He gathers the wizard in a trance. He's rendered incapacitated. So the elf, using her magic powers, strikes the wizard right in the chest. The wizard falls, if you want to call it that. Now, they could split the treasure two ways with the thief being dead, but there's a certain element of loyalty there. So, the elf, using her magic, resurrects the thief, and the three adventurers are whole again. While our three adventurers are standing there awaiting the treasure, they're left to wonder where it is. They had no clue how to obtain the treasure once the wizard was destroyed. They just knew that's what they had to do. So they traverse the map. They go looking around. looking for some kind of clue to the treasure that they just earned, right you. And upon walking along, the wizard sees something high up, shining, glistening in the sun. So, him being a thief, it's what he does, he climbs the wall to see with this shiny piece of gold, he finds the treasure. He holds it up high and exclaims loudly, "I have the treasure of shenanigans!" And, well, you know, that's kind of the end of the story.